Hello guys and welcome to Substance Football. In this video we'll be comparing the Nike Phantom GX2 to the Nike Phantom Lunar and deciding whether or not the Phantom GX2 truly is an upgrade on the Phantom Lunar. Now I have in-depth reviews on both these boots on my channel, so be sure to check those out if you haven't already and then come back to this video. I'd also like to preface that these are just based on my own opinions, based on the preferences I have in football boots and the shape of my own feet. I'm not saying everything I say in this video is factual. Hopefully I can provide you a good overview on whether or not you should make the right choice to switch from the Lunar to the GX2 if you are thinking about it. So the way I'm going to do this review is based on like some of the sections I do on my normal performance review. So in terms of what I'll be comparing the boots on, it'll be comfort, fit, the outsole, as well as the touch on the ball. And when it comes to fit, these boots could not be any more different. With the Phantom Lunar, we got it around last year, and the whole kind of spiel that Nike gave us was that this was a boot made and designed by women for women, even though it's a unisex football boot. So what that means is, based on like the physiological differences between men and women's feet, Nike designed a boot which accommodated more for women's feet. So we have things like a higher arch, an asymmetric kind of higher collar, a kind of lower volume toe box, all these kind of things to like which are better for women's feet as opposed to like the kind of generic kind of fit which wasn't good for them and why they have maybe a higher risk of injury. But there's other factors involved in that as well. And in terms of fit on your feet, these boots are sensational in my opinion. Like, I know that doesn't mean I've got feet by any chance, but the way they fit and just wrap around your foot is very, very nicely. It's almost like they really do feel like an extension of your own foot. Whereas with the GX2, you get a more kind of, you know, a wider fitting boot. There's a lot more volume in the forefoot. You lose out on a bit of lockdown if you have slimmer feet like I do, but grip socks will solve that. No real big issue there. It's not like it's crazy, but like, again, lockdown in the heel is still very good. But yeah, I would say in terms of the fit between the boots, it might be a bit controversial, but I actually prefer the kind of more kind of tightly wrap, as well as the padding with the that comes with the Lunar compared to the GX. So in terms of just feel of the boots, I would say that the GX2 is a bit of a downgrade. However, when it comes to comfort, I would say you can wear these boots for maybe around 2.5 hours, and then because maybe of the higher arch, they start to hurt my feet a bit. They take maybe a bit longer to break in as well. The GX2 takes pretty much no time. These take maybe 2 to 3 sessions before you feel like they're fully broken in. But yeah, comfort wise, in these, even though like these have a lot more padding than these feel more like barefoot with the touch on the ball, but more on that later. They still feel a lot more comfortable than these do. So in terms of comfort, I would say the GX2 is definitely an upgrade. Now outsole is pretty much, I would say it's a stalemate. So this is the AG version of the GX2. The FG version actually uses the exact same outsole as the one you see here, the 360 Cyclone on the Lunar. So really the same thing, there's no point comparing them. Now when it comes to the touch in the Phantom Lunar, what would I say is that you get more of like a, it's not as sensitive. It's like these boots are very well padded. It's more on the cushion side, but it's not really cushioned. But because of the immense amount of lockdown, it feels like you're really making a great connection on the ball when you're passing, striking, controlling, shooting, whatever it is you're doing with these this boot, should I say. It feels very, very seamless and natural. I wouldn't say it's like a barefoot responsive kind of touch on the ball, which maybe more people would prefer. And just talking about the upper a bit more, the grip is actually covered by this kind of like waxy kind of layer with these kind of raised ridges or fins around the boot, which I guess help with making contact with the ball. Now the GX2 is supposed to take features from the Lunar and the GX1, which you can clearly see it does. So in terms of the touch on the ball, the upper is very thin. You get more of a kind of like minimalistic kind of barefoot feel. Well, okay, minimalistic is not the right word. You get more of a barefoot feel, but because of these, like you can see the ridges on these boots as well. These actually, I'd say they're bigger on these than they are on the Lunar. You get a very kind of strong, kind of true contact with the ball, as well as it being very barefoot. So everything feels very natural, and you get this kind of, what I like to call like this ball to mind connection. So like your nerve endings are touching the ball when you kick it. So yeah, in terms of like overall like touching the ball, I would say that the GX2 is definitely an upgrade on the GX1. Now in summary, both these boots were very good. I think the way the Phantom Luna was received was, I think, a bit over the top. It had a lot of backlash. I think it mainly down to the way that Nike kind of presented the boot to the world. Still a very good boot, but the GX2 for me is just, I think it is just a clear improvement on the previous generation of the boot itself. You get a boot which has better feel for the ball, more comfortable, just all round a better football boot in my opinion. And if you're someone who's looking to make the upgrade from the Luna to the GX2, I would definitely recommend doing so. Or the Luna 2, pretty much the exact same boot, but the Luna 2 has a dynamic fit color. And that's been it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're into football boots, football apparel, I make videos pretty much every single day, whether it's a short form or long form, you'll find something on this channel. So yeah, if that's your thing, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on all my socials, they'll be on screen. And like always, my name is Sub, this is Substance Football. Thank you for watching, see you next time.